Hey, so today we did an activity that's called Tragedy of the Commons. And to get a little deeper feel for Tragedy of the Commons, I'm going to also link a video on YouTube that discusses Tragedy of the Commons. But the activity that we did today, I'm actually going to kind of give you the answer or the hint in this video. And then I want you to try this with your family. Because it's really fun if you pit people against each other and get them to compete. So in the lab, I had everyone get into groups of 3 to 4 students. I had a couple that ended up being 2 because of just the size of our classes. And everyone starts with a paper plate, their ocean, and I put 16 beads, which represented fish. The beads were in their ocean, in the paper plate. And they're not allowed to talk or anything, but you kind of go through this whole spiel of y'all are going to be fishing companies. So you're going to be trying to make your living getting fish. You want to make a big profit in your company. And so you're going to try to get the fish that you need to make a profit during the season, during the fishing season. So not to fish, I gave them, instead of straws this year, we used chopsticks so they'd be further away from each other. You can do anything. You can, if you don't have beads, you can use pennies and they have to try to pick up the pennies with a spoon. Whatever you want, you can have little fish, little pieces of paper, and then they're going to try to take those things out of the ocean and get really as many as they can, right? So you could do straws, you could do chopsticks, you could do spoons, whatever you need. They're going to have just have something to fish out the fish. So that they can catch the fish for their company. Now, for each fish that they get during the season, which the season's 20 seconds, for every fish that they get, then you're going to give them $5, fake money, right? Don't actually give your little brother $5. But anyway, give them a fair market value of $5 per fish. And in order to stay in business, everyone has to catch at least one fish. In order to stay alive for next season, they have to at least have one fish. Now, they can decide how many more that they catch if they want to get as many as they can. And so when you start the game and give them that 20 seconds in year one, unless you've got someone that's real smart, in year one, usually they're going to try to catch as many as they can and they run out of fish. But here's what you don't tell them before you start the activity, okay? So parents, grandparents, whoever you're using, don't tell them this. After year one, however many fish are still in the ocean, that fish has a baby. So if they have just one bead left, give them a second one, so now they have 2. Or if they are really bad at using their chopsticks or whatever they're using and they have 4 fish left, then give them 4 more, so now they have 8 to start year 2 with. What's probably going to happen, especially if you're using your little brothers and sisters, what's probably going to happen is they're going to grab as many as they can to avoid not making enough money and to make more money than the person sitting across from them. And they're going to take all the fish out of the ocean, which is exactly what happened today. They all took all the fish out of the ocean. And when I came around and took their fish, because I'm the fish market, and I took all their fish, then I said, okay, let's start year 2. And they were like, suddenly they realized what just happened, right? Now you realize what's going to happen. So don't tell your grandparents, your parents, your cousins, whoever you're doing this with, don't tell them that part, okay? So year 2 starts, nobody has any fish. Aha, what happened? You use them all up, right? They can't reproduce if they're not there. So they get the idea, in order to contain or to continue to be sustainable, in order to continue that harvest year after year, they got to leave some for the next year. So then you say, okay, I'm going to give you redemption time. Game 2. Now, decide amongst yourselves how you're going to play this game so that we can all keep playing. What they're mimicking in that set right there is they're mimicking trade agreements and treaties, right? We'll all take 2, and that will leave more so that next year we can have 2 again. That's exactly what we want them to do, okay? So year 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now suddenly they have some left over. You add more pennies or more beads or more pieces of paper, whatever you've got. Everyone fishes, everyone's happy. When you look at the income, if you say, okay, our companies, our corporations, our fisher people, they're based on greed and trying to get money. Well, where did you get more money? You got more money actually in this second game where you got to keep fishing year after year. if you ran out of fish the first year, you ran out of income as well. So it's in your best interest, whether it's from an environmental interest or an economic interest, it's in your best interest to do something to where you keep making money. You don't want to use up your resource. The Lorax, y'all watch the cartoon The Lorax? Same concept. He used up all the truffula trees. Game over. He no longer could make those full needs, whatever they were. Okay. So that's exactly what you're going to show your parents, brothers, sisters, whatever, whoever you have at home. So there's a little background information on Tragedy Commons. Again, I'm going to send you that video. So that's linked in here as well. And then there's some discussion questions on the back. So just tell me how it went on the front, with mom, dad, little sister, whoever you had playing. Tell me how it went, if they fell for your tricks or not. And once they learn their lesson, then y'all can do these discussion questions and send them to me and watch the video. So I hope you have fun with your family. I hope you all learn something and have a good time. And I look forward to hearing how it goes. Bye-bye.